Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Today I'm going to do 6 tips to help you with coming out, or if you're not coming out, just 6 tips in general if you're kind of struggling right now. Some of you guys have probably heard these things 1,000 times, but I just wanted to put this out there for somebody who may need to hear it again or may have not heard it before. So I'll start with tip number 1. Talk to someone. One of the biggest problems I had when I was coming out and struggling with becoming who I was I would keep things bottled up inside and I wouldn't tell anybody that I was struggling. People at school would just see this happy face and they wouldn't know that behind the happy face there was something more going on. And if you're afraid to tell anyone like I was, find a best friend that you can confide in. If you are too afraid to talk to your parents, there has to be that one person in your life that you could go to for anything. And if you haven't found that person yet, you will. And when you do, I'm not saying spill out your entire life story to them, but just let them know what's up, like that you're not feeling 100% and you're kind of struggling. You don't have to tell them why you're struggling, just let them know that it's not always happy the way that everyone sees it. Tip number 2. Stop fighting. I know a lot of you out there may be thinking, you know what, I can beat this, he's wrong, being gay is a choice, and I can choose to be straight, and if I just keep fighting it, then I'm gonna be okay, and I won't be like all these other people. And I hate to tell you this because I don't want you to get upset, but I don't believe that's true. Being gay is not a choice, and while a lot of people may tell you that, it's really not. Why would someone choose to be a part of this group that has been hated for so long? I've been fighting being gay my entire life and I thought I tried everything. And actually, you know what? It is a choice. You can choose to be happy and live your life for who you are and what you were born to be, or you can choose to be miserable for the rest of your life. You can fight this and you can put it down and not talk about it, but in the end, you will be miserable. So yeah, just stop fighting. And I know it may seem scary. And also, who says that you have to choose right now? There is no one out there that is going to come up to you and make you say, are you gay or straight? You do not have to answer that question right now. Why can't you just be you? Don't label yourself right now. If you want to later down the road, that's fine. But right now, just be you. And I think that's really the most important thing that that I had to understand was I didn't have to pick gay or straight, bisexual, whatever. Just leave your sexual orientation. I mean, I'm not saying forget about it, but like I said in my earlier video, it's a small part of who you are. You don't have to worry about it right now. Just worry about being who you are and living your life. Eventually, that will come. Tip number 3, you first. I was the kind of person that I would always put others before myself, and I was always worried about what everyone else was doing and what everyone else was thinking of me. And that can be really dangerous because if you're thinking of everyone else and you're worried about what everyone else is going to think of you, you're going to think so much about what everyone else is saying. So one thing that I really had to learn was you have to put yourself first sometimes. Sometimes you have to figure out what is going to be best for you. And I know that may sound selfish, but it's really not. There's a way to be generous and kind and not get run over, because people will try to run you over. And that goes for everyone. That's not for people who are gay or just coming out. If you are insecure and you always try to put everyone else's thoughts and feelings before yours, then you're gonna get run over. You need to stand strong, be who you are, and just put yourself first every once in a while. So tip number 4, you're not alone. Even though it may seem hard right now and you think there's no one else here that knows what I'm going through, and you say I'm not alone, but you're so far away from me, you can't help me, how am I not alone? It may seem like you're the only person going through this. And your case is unique to who you are, but there may be other people around you that you don't see. If you haven't told anyone what you're going through and you aren't out, chances are there's someone else that's doing the same thing. Because if no one knows about you, how are you supposed to know about someone else? Sometimes you have to switch your perspective and see it from the other people's point of view. Because if you were someone else, would you know that you were gay? Would you know that you were struggling? And even if there may seem like there's no one around you standing up for you, I, myself, and all these other YouTubers and all these other people in this community are rooting for you, and we are with you, even if we're not there physically. Number 5, it gets better. And this is a really big one. I'm sure all of you have probably heard of the Trevor Project, and if you haven't, then you should probably go look at it. It is a great organization that helps LGBT youth out, and they have videos on their websites called the It Gets Better videos. And when I was going through treatment, one of the nurses told me about this website. So when I got home, I went to this website and I looked them up. These videos are amazing. These people pour out their hearts to you on these videos, and then they show you what can happen. And my 6th and final tip is YouTube. One of the things that really helped me in my coming out and realizing that I wasn't alone was going to YouTube. I would watch coming out stories and other YouTubers that just kind of showed their lives and showed how happy they were with being gay. And there are so many YouTubers out there who have awesome relationships, and I think they're an inspiration to all of us, and we should all take notes. And some of the really great YouTubers that I actually watch, MarkE Miller and Ethan Heathcote, and PK Creedon. And I'll put links to those channels down in the description also. And one more person that I actually really admire right now is Troye Sivan. He is an amazing person, and he actually just came out with a new album, which is awesome. It's called Wild. And my favorite song on the album is actually Wild. And I really encourage you guys to check that out. And again, that just proves another person who has struggled with being gay and handled it so well, and now has gone on to live a happy and successful life. So these are just success stories and proof that no matter where you come from, no matter what you're going through, you can come out the other side successful and happy. Alright, so that's it for this week, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and always remember you have a right to be happy.